Hey guys, welcome to the Sophisticated Scoundrel. Before we get started, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, that you hit that like button, and that you download my free new guide, How to Attract Feminine Women. I know you guys like feminine women, so here's my little guide on how to do that. All right, so today's topic, we're going to be talking about when a woman really likes you, she wants all of your time. Now, this is why I tell guys, hey, be careful what you wish for. A lot of you guys out there wish you had a girlfriend, had a woman in your life, someone to spend your time with. But once you do, and once she falls head over heels for you, well, guess what? She is going to want to be with you all of the time. Now, why is this, you say? Well, women love to feel a man's masculine strength. They want to feel your presence and they want to fill up with that strength and that energy, because for them, women are feminine creatures. They want to experience that bonding, that connection. They want to feel that human interaction. You know, that's what feminine energy is all about. It's about connecting and emotions and interacting with other people. And so when they get that man in their life, well, guess what? They want to feel his masculine strength, because it's the perfect counterbalance to their feminine energy. You know, their energy of being a bit chaotic, being a bit unsure of themselves, being a bit uncertain, and they love to bask in the energy of that mountain, that rock, that masculine comfort and masculine strength. But you have to keep in mind that a lot of men initially, yeah, this is great. And trust me, I love it too. We all love spending time with a beautiful, fun-loving, feminine woman. I do too. But you got to remember that most men don't have that same need for that level of interaction that women do. And so what I see happen a lot, and I'm guilty of this too, what happened to me was that I was like, you know what? I actually need some time alone. I need some time where I can spend by myself, gather my thoughts, and just do my thing. So men oftentimes will run into this trap that they think that, hey, if I don't do exactly what she wants, if I don't give her all the time and the attention that she needs, well, then she is going to get frustrated. She's going to get upset with me. And so guys get resentful. They're like, I need time alone, but I just don't know what to say to her. I can't say anything to her. I'm too afraid to say something for her. And let me tell you guys, if you do that, you are no longer living in your frame. You are living in her frame. You are living in her world. She needs to come into your world because you are the man. You are the leader of the relationship. So in order to do that, you need to maintain your frame in the relationship, okay? So the other thing too that women do oftentimes in situations like this in order to feel your strengths, because a lot of times when guys get to the point where they're overwhelmed, the woman wants too much of their time, they check out. This is when guys get very complacent. They're just kind of like zoning out. They're not really listening to what she's saying. And the woman will then start to do these things called shit tests. And I'm sure you guys have heard of them. But there's these little things to provoke and to get some sort of emotional response from you. Because for women, any sort of emotional response is better than nothing. You know, when you're sitting there thinking in your head and you're internally churning through some of the thoughts that you have, and you're not interacting with her, or you've done this for a couple days now, a couple weeks, she'll start to get frustrated because she wants to feel you. She wants to feel some emotion. And so women then will poke and prod. So she might purposely say, hey, how come you didn't do this? Or, hey, how come you're not doing that? Because they just want you to see what you're going to do. They want to feel you in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of guys will fall into the trap of trying to explain themselves. They'll try to reason with the woman and be rational, when the reality is she just wants to feel your presence. She just wants to feel your masculine strength and your love, your affections. So what can you do when this happens? So here's today's takeaway for how to handle this when you just need some time alone, but she's just really not giving it to you and you haven't verbalized it. So the first thing that you can do is to give her 30 minutes of your undivided time. If you happen to be working on something and you can afford the time to just put it down for a second, put it away for 30 minutes and just give her your complete undivided attention. Wrestle with her, dance around with her, talk to her, listen to what she has to say, goof off with her, make her laugh, tickle her, all this stuff just to give her your complete, let her feel your masculine energy. Let her feel the strength of you as a man so she can fulfill on that feeling. Give it to her for 30 minutes. And I say this because 30 minutes of undivided attention is much more powerful than 2 or 3 hours of attention where you're kind of doing something else. Like if you're on your phone, you're like, yeah, and you're doing this. That is not going to be as effective as the same thing as if you give her 30 minutes of undivided time. So that's the first thing that you can do when this happens. The second thing, if you really are too busy and you just need some time alone, you need to sit her down and say, hey, look, I'd love to spend some time with you, and I will do that, but I need you to give me 3 hours. I need to get this work done. I got a big deadline due. I want to talk to you. I want to hear what you have to say, and I want to give you my undivided attention, but I can't right now. So give me a couple hours. I'll let you know when I'm done, and then we'll talk, and we'll hang out and do some things. That's how you say it. You say it direct, decisive, to the point, and you set the rules and you lay down what's going on and just tell it to her directly like that. You need to put your foot down and just say, hey, I can't do this right now. I got to get stuff done. And here's the great thing about this, okay? And this leads me into my next topic, which women who are healthy, who are women who have come up from a good family, who have good boundaries, they're going to understand this and they're going to actually encourage it. They want their man to have the time that they need on their own. They understand that you need time to be alone. They understand that you need time with just your guy friends, and they're going to encourage this. So that's the first benefit of putting your foot down and letting her know. And she wants to respect your boundaries because she knows that if she does, it makes you happy, and she wants to please you deep down. She wants to please you. She wants to support you. So this is the first thing that you can discover with the woman that you're with if you put your foot down like this. And on the flip side of this, you will discover if she gets upset about this. So women who are insecure, who have self-esteem issues, who are very needy, they are going to take this personally. They're going to feel like you're purposefully shunning them away, that you're pushing them away, and this is going to trigger feelings of abandonment. It's going to make them feel very upset. They're going to feel triggered by what you're doing. And this, if they do react like this, you have to understand that this is a deep-seated issue that has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their own past and their own personal demons. And so early on in the relationship, if you are putting your foot down, if you're setting boundaries and they react like this, then it tells you like, hey, you know what, this pattern will continue on into the future, and that this might not be the best woman to go in for something long-term with, okay? So just keep that in mind as you go through with this, because I know a lot of you out there, you're afraid to put your foot down because of potentially a reaction like the one I just read, where she gets upset, she's mad at you. And just remember, that isn't the norm. A woman who comes from a very healthy family, a good family, has a great relationship with her parents, especially with her father, who was also very good at setting boundaries and making sure that he had time to do what he needed to do to take care of the family. She's going to see you do this and respect you for it and appreciate it, and she's going to give you the space that you need. Now, this just means that, if you said to her, hey, look, give me some time and I'll come back to you and we'll do our thing, then of course you need to carry through with your word. Be a man of your word. That's always the baseline here. I'm going in with this with assuming that you guys are men of your word and that what you say you do. So as long as you do that, she'll give you that space and time. Then you go back to her, you give her some time, you have fun with her, and you give her her own undivided time just for you and her. So this is essentially, I think a lot of guys run into this problem where that girl wants to be with them all the time. So this is a great way for you to make sure that you have time for yourself, and also to determine if she's the woman that's worth that long-term investment, or if someone that you might want to end that sooner than later. So tell me about your guys' experiences? Have you gone through something like this? Did you get together with a woman who was just super clingy, super needy, made you feel bad for wanting to do stuff on your own? If you did, drop in the comment, let me know. Or if you've gone out with girls who were super cool, who are like, you know what, yeah, do your thing, babe. I really respect you, and I'm rooting for you. I'm encouraging you. Did you date a woman like that who was all for you fulfilling your life mission? Let me know in those comments. And if you'd like personal one-on-one coaching about an issue that you're having, click the links down below and set up a time and a coaching option that works best for you. All right, guys, we will see you in the next video.